Hello, today's tutorial is on seated forward bend pose, Paschimottanasana. So this pose has Dandasana as the base pose, and it stretches out the posterior chain of our body, our calves, our hamstrings, our glutes, our back, and our neck. Okay, so let me first start with a demonstration of this pose. As I mentioned, the base pose is Dandasana. So you can either start with Dandasana with your feet in, hip width apart, otherwise your feet united, and that would make it harder. So if you're a beginner to this, let's start first with feet at hip width apart, okay? So you can have your legs rather relaxed right now, so not forcing anything. Keep your spine straight, and then we inhale, bring our arms up, and exhaling, we bend forward, okay? You don't have to grab onto your toes if it's difficult, so do not worry too much about it. I'll cover about hand variations later. So one way, if you have your back slightly curved and you drop your neck forwards, your head forwards, you will feel more of a global stretch in the back and also in your neck, okay? And over here, if you would like to intensify the stretch in the calves, in this position, you can straighten your legs totally and flex your feet, okay? And then, if you would like a different activation of your body, you would like to contract your back muscles, you can do that as well, and this is another version. You can contract the back muscles, your abs to your thighs, and then to intensify the stretch, you can straighten your legs totally and flex your feet, okay? All right, so now, if you're able to reach to your toes, one option is to put both of your fingers around the big toe, all right? And lean forward and drop your head and try to look towards your toes. And then if you would like to progress further, you can grab the external of your feet. Okay, and it's all the same. If you're straightening, everything is all the same. And then if you can progress even further, you can try to unite your legs, and this makes it easier so that you don't have to reach your hand across even more. You can put both hands behind the feet. And of course, you can go even further. You can even try to grab on to the opposite wrist, okay? And to intensify the stretch, straighten your legs and flex the feet. Or contract the back if you would like to. Okay. Now, let me talk about modifications. As I know, this pose is not the easiest. So as you know, the base pose is Dandasana. So everything that applies in Dandasana can apply here as well. At least most things, I would say. So one thing is to keep your spine straight, and then if you feel a lot of tension in the back and in the hamstring, you can always bend your legs, okay? And that helps you keep your spine straight to go down first for a start, okay? And just stay here. Otherwise, hold Dandasana position until you feel comfortable. Another option is you can bring a block into the picture. As in Dandasana, you can elevate your hips, okay? And that could help you keep your spine straight, okay? And from here, you can try to see if it might help you keep your spine and legs straight and go down. Just do it slowly and very gently, okay? So one thing I would like to say about this is there's no one forcing you to touch your toes. If it's difficult to touch your toes, you don't even need to bring your arms over the head and try to reach for your toes. Dandasana is here. So what you can do is just try to slowly walk your hands forward to where you can manage, okay? And then that is where you're at, and then just stay there. Or even put your hands on your shin. If you would like, you can even use a strap, okay? But let's not force it, okay? If you're very strong in your upper body, try not to just pull your body down like a crazy and ignoring all the pain sensations that your body sends you. Remember, everything in moderation. So if you want to use a strap, you can keep your feet hip-width apart to start with, and then just try to see if you can slowly pull the strap in. Remember, it has to be a slight discomfort, but no pain. And just slowly work from there. Okay, if you're up here, just work with a strap. Keep your back straight for a start, because I know there's a tendency to do this if there's a lack of flexibility and mobility, so just try to avoid this. For a start, keep the back straight. Eventually, if you're able to bring your torso down, you can try the version where you start to relax your back and it stays straight or curves a little, and you drop your neck in order to feel more stretch, okay? Otherwise, keep your spine in this way. Okay, so now let's talk about the possibilities. And now, as you knew, with the legs together, it is harder. And sometimes maybe with the feet hip-width apart, it might be too difficult for you. And one way to make it a little simpler is you can even bring your feet out slightly. Okay? At the end of the day, there's no one who's gonna point a gun at you and say that, no, Paschimottanasana, you can't do it with your feet wider than hip-width apart. But at the end of the day, you just want to improve flexibility and mobility, right? So let's work on variations and modifications that can work for your body, okay, without being so hard on yourself. So if this is really almost impossible for you, you can just slightly widen a little bit and just try, okay? And if this is simple for you, you can bring your legs closer and try it as well. So there is no hard and fast rules in this game. At least that's what I believe, because there are so many disciplines and every discipline teaches a different way. So it's all up to you what you want to achieve from your body, okay? So as I said, just be aware that you can manipulate what you want to change in order to change the stretch itself, the effect of a stretch. Straight spine, slightly curved at the bottom, totally straight legs to intensify the stretch, and flex, okay? So all to your heart's desires, whatever you need to feel something, okay? And for the desired outcome that you're looking for. So this is the end of this tutorial. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you for the next tutorial. Namaste.